So put your
Little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, do 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 do. I've got you, babe, do 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 do. I've got you, babe, do 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 do. Okay, campers, rise and shine. Don't forget your booties, cause it's cold out there today.
It's cold out there every day. What is this? Miami Beach?
Not hardly. And you can expect hazardous travel later today. What with that blizzard thing?
That blizzard thing. Well, here's a report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes, they are. And you know what will make today especially exciting?
Well, especially cold.
Yes. Especially cold is the question on everybody's lips.
On their chapped lips.
Yes, their chapped lips. Will Phil come out and see his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, Woodchuck Chuckers. It's Groundcast Day!
Wee.
Yeah, I didn't jump in right away at the beginning because I wanted to hear what speed you were singing at today, and I didn't want to throw you off like last week. So hey everybody, I'm Randy.
This is like awkward pauses everywhere. Hi guys.
And that's Bobby.
Hi.
And this is another exciting edition of Groundcast Day.
Very exciting.
It's always exciting to hang around with Bobby.
It is when we're not watching the same fucking movie over and over and over and having to think of new stuff about
I
it.
got asked that this week. You still watching that movie? Yep.
Who? Oh, someone at your work?
No, one of my nieces, my sister asked me. Everybody just kept asking at Easter. It's like, are you still doing that thing? I'm like, yes, I'm still doing that thing. I'm
Apparently,
still watching the same movie
I
every week.
I barely even tell people about it. I told my coworkers about it once, and
No, I kind of literally just went, no, I can't do anything. I'm waiting for Bobby to get here.
actually no, I had an incident where I was at school. For some reason, we were talking about hashtags, and I said like, there were people asking me if I use Instagram, and I was like, no, I don't have an Instagram, and they were like, because they're talking about Instagram hashtags. I'm like, but I do have No, then somebody was like, hashtag Groundhog Day. I'm like, oh yes, I do have hashtag Groundhog Day on YouTube. That's true. So,
yeah.
one listener, you may have found this by searching Groundhog Day because I hashtagged this this podcast.
I should probably click on that and see what else pops up. So
Wait on the first page.
This
that's for
is
sure.
our 21st discussion of the film.
It's now legal to drink in America.
It's
But not
currently,
in Canada. It would have been illegal since 18 in Canada.
Currently, April 27th, 2019, and
I think
Trump narrowly avoided a coup and is still in office.
Trump is still technically in office. Yep. For
You
now.
didn't hear my eye roll. Anyways, non-political podcast. Moving on.
Nope. That's it. It's just a timestamp. It's not a commentary.
So
Again, so I had yesterday. I had a really weird day yesterday because I went in and then I realized nothing was happening but bullshit, and I went home early.
Oh, I said I was gonna wish I knew that, but I had appointments yesterday, so I was like, oh man, I would have just
watched many ailments.
No, it's just a follow up for my damn back that I had hurt. It's just like I'm basically stuck seeing my doctor every 3 to 4 weeks for the next year.
Would you say that it's a little repetitive?
Kind of, but not really.
That doctor, eh? Did you say would that be your Groundhog Day experience?
Not really, but it's just like, okay, I'm gonna take a little time off this week.
Thanks for playing along.
It's like, as everybody should know, to place this even further in time, Bobby doesn't care. I was supposed to be off yesterday to go see Avengers Endgame, and then my doctor booked my appointment on that day.
I think you have to be a loser to watch.
And since the movie is like 3 to 3.5 hours long, there was no good tickets left, and everything overlapped with my appointment. I don't get to see it till
Did you know that I've never seen a single superhero movie?
Not even Blank Man?
Nope.
Not even Meteor Man?
Nope. I saw. Well, I mean, not all these new ones.
Not even Batman 1980. No, you've seen the Batman.
I've seen the new Batman movies.
You've seen the Nolan-verse Batman.
I've seen Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and Batman. The hell's the last one called? Rises or something?
The Dark Knight
Rises, yeah. That's it. That's the last superhero movie I saw. I didn't see any.
So you're saying you haven't seen any Marvel Cinematic Universe films.
I mean, these ones that everyone's talking about.
Not even Ang Lee's Hulk, actually.
I don't know.
It's not part of it.
I don't know who Thanos is.
Thanos.
Whatever. I don't care.
Though it does share the same root word as the word Thane. So you were right to kind of read it as that.
And it sounds like Kronos from Greek mythology.
That's what.
Which, of course, would apply to Groundhog Day since it's all about time.
Which, okay, no spoilers, but from what I understand, maybe what the movie's about. I'm about to go see tomorrow and lose 3.5 hours or 4 hours of my day in the middle of my Sunday.
Imagine if you had to watch that every week.
I'd probably cry because that's a long movie. It's probably a very dense movie, but it's a long movie.
It's so dense. Every single scene has so much going on.
And now as I'm saying this, I'm like, have I been recording this entire time? Yes, I have. Good for Randy.
Hi, Dead Air. All right, so let's
so you read that comic too with Bugs Bunny and his dead air power? Scoobs and Shag now on some webtoon site.
Actually, no, I had to close that window because I just restarted my whole computer.
Oh, you don't bookmark things; you keep them open.
Yeah. Well,
are we dancing around the elephant in the room, which is the movie this week?
I've been trying to talk about the movie for a couple of minutes now. Yeah, so I did watch it. I finally watched it again today. Yesterday I just got drunk and I forgot.
How was your watch of it?
I got drunk today and so it was about the same as last week. I wrote some notes down to try to have things to talk about. I wanted to know who was more cringe, Phil on the bad date with Rita or Larry with Nancy at the end.
Phil on the bad date with Rita. I'm gonna say this because of the like the really like horny Phil trying to snuggle up against her in the little hole she made for herself in the snow, and she's like, "Stay away from me." Whereas Nancy's kind of like rolls her eyes at Larry in her arm, like, "Stop trying so hard, Larry. It's not gonna happen."
Yeah, I guess it's because Phil kind of like they spent more time together.
Yeah, they spent more time together, and Rita was kind of continuing on with the date until she slapped him. So it's like, yeah, it's more cringe.
Larry didn't get slapped yet. I'll give him that. What was Phil's best newscast? Now, the movie wants us to believe the final newscast is the best one, but to me, like, I think it would be very confusing for viewers to see a bunch of people from other news stations all gathered around one guy, and him saying some weird poem, and like, are the other networks just showing dead air? Like, what's going on?
Not. So this is what's happening at that point. So I've been thinking about this. How does he go from point A to point B where suddenly everybody's recording him?
That's right.
Because I don't think they're running it live because they said something about, because remember she tells him, go out and tape this, right? Like, no, do that again. We're doing another take.
Right,
so he comes in, he does the first part, like pre-Groundhog coming out of the hole. And he says some stuff, and some people over here, I'm like, okay. And then when he starts recording the second one, they hear him, and they're like, what? Okay. And then they turn and they ask him, okay, can you come and do it? Can you do that again? And he goes, okay. And everybody records him, and they're sending him that. That's what they're sending from. It's like he's almost the official Groundhog weather reporter at that point, because Buster's there in the shot with them. Like, everybody is there.
Was the other networks filming?
Yeah, the other networks are filming him. They're all standing there with their microphones out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like,
everybody
just like, hi, I'm from W whatever. I was gonna do the Groundhog Day show, the Groundhog Day report this year.
Yeah,
but this guy's got a better speech than me. Let's listen to him.
Let's role play this here, Bobby. I'm your producer.
Let's kill some time. Yeah,
I'm your producer, and you're the weatherman. And
they're Rita and Phil.
Yeah, and
Larry.
No, Larry's gonna shut up and just stand next to me.
Yeah.
But it's just simply, it's like, we're standing there. You give me your spiel on the Groundhog on your closing thing of him failing to do it.
Oh, you want me to do like my speech of the?
Yeah, like what do you think? And then as a producer,
failing to do it.
Like when everybody did after things like, oh, that's another year. The Groundhog has come out and seen a shadow. Yeah. Unfortunately, wah wah.
Yeah.
We have another. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, this is Bobby coming from you live from.
Punxsutawney, Randy. You should do this.
No, I'm trying to come up with your station name. WGCP.
Okay. WBBW.
No, because I was going for the Groundcast pod. Oh yeah, actually WGCD.
Hi, I'm Bobby from WGCD, and we've just no wait, why the hell would they already know that what my network is?
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's like we're trying to role play this.
No, okay, so hi, I'm Bobby from WGCD, and I'm here live in Punxsutawney. We're about to cover Punxsutawney Phil coming out to see whether he's going to see his shadow or not. Will there be 6 more weeks of winter? Let's find out. And then we turn around, and then Buster does his thing. And then he's like, he definitely sees his shadow. Oh,
6 more weeks of winter.
And then it comes back to me. Well, folks, I guess that's it. There's going to be 6 more weeks of winter, according to this Groundhog. So I guess go buy out, keep your coats out, keep your boots and your hats, and just bundle up and turn up that heat. This is Bobby signing out.
And then it ends, and we're like, okay. It's like we start talking.
Cut.
It's like cut.
That was like a 5 on 10.
It's like maybe we'll do this again. And then as we're having our conversation, it's like, wait, what's this guy saying? Chekhov
Wait a second.
says.
Is that a guy from another network?
And
Hold
we're
on
like,
a second.
And what he's saying is touching us so much that we're like, you know what?
Oh,
It's like no, everybody's hearing it, and we turn and we look at him, and it's like
Randy,
when Rita calls cut, she's like, "That's a good job, Phil. Good job." Everybody goes up and goes, "Can you say that again? And do you mind if we record it?"
Randy, can I just point out with you a problem with your idea?
I'm just trying to fill
What
in
the fuck are the acoustics of that outdoor location where everybody around him can hear him talk while they're talking?
No, it's like they did it before he did his thing, like before he started to give his speech, like he's starting to give it up. You know what I mean?
But still, how could, like, let's say we were all in a crowd and you started talking and it's loud.
It's
how many people around you would be able to hear you? Like 5?
It's whatchamacallit. It's what's her face? Eyeshadow and the raccoon and and her producer, and her producer's the one that hears and say, wait, and then that starts a whole entire thing where everybody's like, wait, what did he say? I heard you say. It's like, can you say that again? And he starts giving a speech like, do you mind if we record that? And you start from the beginning, and
so
then
he's gotta keep stopping and starting every like 2 seconds.
And then everybody scattered around, and Buster comes down, and they just start. He goes, okay. And Buster goes, can you close out the ceremony? Because it's like that was a really profound thing you were starting to say. And then he goes, Chekhov says that the long winter.
So let's role play that. So what's the last line of that? He says,
I
can't imagine anything better than 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
This is Phil signing out. And then everybody applauds, and then it'll come back to me. Well, you heard Phil from W whatever. I should know this by now.
Yeah, we should know this by
WPTV. And there was a great, profound speech about Groundhog Day.
And our own mortality.
Mm-hmm. So, this is Bobby from GCD.
Day.
Basically letting him give my speech for me. Signing out. Bye-bye, everyone.
Exactly. That's basically how I see it playing out.
That sounds like a cheap cop-out for those reporters, though.
But I think they get paid either way.
They get paid to not do their job,
and it almost became, like, if you watch, I'll bring up the scene. I'll pause this podcast. I'll bring it up while we watch it. Okay. It's like, it's the way they frame it is that he's become part of the festivities at that point. Somehow. It's like we don't understand.
Keeping in mind it's only like 7:20 in the morning and he just got there 20 minutes ago.
Oh, I have some fun stuff to talk about there.
Unless he got there extra early that day.
No. I have some fun stuff.
He ran there like...
I know roughly how long it takes, real time, to get from the bed and breakfast he was staying at to the town square on foot in the town.
Please fucking enlighten us, and why didn't you open with this?
I've been letting you answer your questions. I kept telling you I was looking at maps while watching this film.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled up the map for where this film was shot, Woodstock, Illinois. Mm-hmm. And I was getting a sense. I had another listing of all the shooting locations, and I started putting 2 and 2 together of where things happen and roughly how long it takes, and also that the whole entire chase scene is not realistic within the confines of the actual map.
Mm-mm.
So they fudged some of that.
Mm-hmm.
But, so according to Google Maps, where the bed and breakfast, which we know that became a real bed and breakfast,
well, I didn't know that.
To the town square where they predominantly filmed it, is about a 10-minute walk. And he takes kind of a roundabout way to get there.
So, I mean, if in theory he got up and got ready really fast, that means he could be ready
at
about 6:20 and he could be there
breakfast.
about 6:30 if he walked.
Yeah, but he took a roundabout way on that day because we know not that day. We know that he'd been stopping to get breakfast and stuff to bring in for his coworkers.
And he has to be there at 7:20, which means he has like an hour and 20 minutes to get there. The latest he can leave then is like 7:05 5.
And possibly making some pre-preparations.
Because that means like it looks like he gets there every day at about 7:15 because he's like it's almost time for the Groundhog.
Yeah, because here I'm going to show you the map right here. So this is the map.
Hey guys, we got a visual on an audio podcast.
I know, but I'm just showing it to you here. So this is where roughly the.
I can't even see that. Okay.
Let me turn my lighting up a little bit on here.
Turn your fucking lighting up, and fucking hold this tight. You gotta fucking show me that fucking map.
You're making me lose the location here.
I'm making you.
Yeah, here we go. So from the Cherry Tree bed and breakfast.
Okay.
He travels up this street here, roughly right here, about 3 or 4 houses down is where the piano teacher is. Who also, continuity error, is traveling from the east and heading up that road. So she must have went to her lover's house, like down the way, and headed up Moorhead Camp.
She's sleeping there last night. Yeah.
He walks all the way down here, past one bank right here.
Yep.
Which may have been happened. Turns. Once I just need to get orientation myself. Keeps going straight past another bank, down to here. Comes back around because he rounds this corner here where
that's the net area.
That's the net area. So he turns and goes all the way back around.
Shit.
It's a roundabout way, so he's following people, and that means that he stopped for breakfast somewhere around here. Steps in the puddle here, walks through this location here on the north side of the square.
Oh.
Down to center, around the gazebo here where he meets Nancy.
Yeah.
Right here.
One time only.
No, this is where he meets Nancy.
Yeah, the one time.
Right here, actually. It's right here. Because he comes around this and he curves around, so he meets her right here, which is never in another shot. I was zapootering filming this crap. I was going like, nope, you'd never see her in the shot. And then they walk over to roughly the western portion of the town square.
Yeah.
And this is where they're doing the whole Groundhog thing.
So why did he fishhook around?
I think he, like in some of the other timelines, he was stopping here at the restaurant, which is now a Mexican place. But he was stopping there to get breakfast and food and bringing it down to here. Bringing it to them. Because this is where it all takes place, is right this section of the...
Would you say that that's the beginning? That's where all gets started?
Yep. This is where he learns to love.
Oh, yeah. It's good to...
So all that is roughly a 10-minute walk. A little over, give or take, because it's the middle of winter, but I don't remember there being a lot of snow that day.
Even in winter, it doesn't take you that much longer to walk, though.
So that's...
But keeping on, it wasn't snowing that morning. It wasn't.
And then
icy.
other fun things here is, because I'm showing it to you, man, I really know how to do this, people. Right here is where the bowling alley is. So he goes down this way, and this is where things get realistic. He travels west, and we see he drives straight. We never see him turn. But when he turns to go hit the mailbox, there's no place around here for him to turn and hit the mailbox unless he goes down this way. But then there's no place for him to really run away because he doesn't drive next to the train tracks north. He drives straight towards the train tracks, which means that he drives straight towards the train tracks, and he drives around the town square because that's the only place where they have this type of road. Like they have the cobblestones, and that's what they're riding over. It's the cobblestones.
Wow.
I really wish I could capture my desktop here, people, just to show you what I was talking about.
Yeah, someday we'll have that technology. You'll just have to imagine. We're looking at a map, an overhead map from Google Maps of Woodstock, Illinois. You can look at it yourself if you're actually that invested in this podcast.
The town square is the Woodstock Farmers Market. Tip Top Cafe, and as well as the hardware store is on the... What the hell's the name of the street here? Is on the north side on Cash Street. And the movie theater is up northward on Main Street.
C-A-S-H? Cash?
Cass.
Oh, C-A-S-S.
There's also another bank right here. So which makes more sense for the robbery because Doris is walking from the restaurant to the bank. So
holy shit.
The other thing I had come to realize is that a lot of the events of the movie purposely is shown to take place entirely in this block area here.
That's probably all he had access to.
No, they were trying to make it seem like this was his prison. This is as far as he could really go. And this is only places he went. So, like, a lot of the dancing and stuff like that also occurred in here after
Where's
hours.
the hotel? Where's the final party
this
place?
This is the hotel right here. It's actually the public house.
Oh, right next to it, then.
Yeah, this is the courthouse right here. And
wow.
That's also, that stands in for the hotel. I can't remember where. That's to the west of the town square.
Directly across the street.
Directly across the street. Because you clearly see it in the initial shot of him walking in towards where Rita and Larry are on the first day. So for him to get there, so he wakes up at 6. He's out of the house by 6:15, whatever. Like a little longer to get dressed, washed.
Let's say 20.
Breakfast, a little bit of breakfast, and then walk down that
No,
way.
he doesn't even eat breakfast. He just walks downstairs most of the time.
But he gets there. I understand that film time is not the same as real time, but
And as we know, the fucking sun is coming up at wacky times too.
yeah, and it takes him what, an hour?
An hour?
An hour and 15 minutes to
walk
to
from
get to there. Yeah. So from the time he wakes up to the time he gets there,
He usually gets there about 7:15.
because it's only about 5 minutes between him meeting them and saying, "Oh, he's coming out. Better bring your thing, your speech."
He usually gets there about 7:15, and it should be a 10-minute walk. So he should, if he gets up at 6, gets ready by 6:20, dressed and showered and everything, or showered and dressed rather, he should be walking there. He should be there around 6:30, 6:35. But yet it's taking him It's taking him till 7:15, so that's an additional 40 minutes.
Yeah.
What the hell's happening in those 40 minutes, bro?
He had a massive bowel movement earlier in the morning.
Oh, yeah. That happened. No, yeah. Because every day he would have to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's like everybody could wake up and be like, "Oh, I shouldn't have had all that red meat last night."
Fuck.
So,
why did I eat that fucking liver?
You know what's
and
magic,
that
Bobby?
Fucking pot.
And it's not just friendship anymore. You know what time it is?
What?
It's 21 minutes into the podcast.
No, I had more questions on here. Hold on a second.
And you know what those questions are good for? Next week.
I'm going to forget them.
They're on Discord forever, or until we forget about them.
All right. Well, I guess I got material banked, people.
He has material banked. Yeah. So with that, I'm Bobby, his Randy. And this was another exciting episode, our 21st episode.
Wow.
We're almost halfway there.
Wow, what a waste of time.
Yeah, talking about a map. I almost feel like I'm gonna have to go out and record my desktop and give it to Bobby and go, "Here's the thing, so you can put it up on your channel." La, la, la.
If it involves work, I will not do it.
It's gonna be simply we'll see. I'll see what I'm doing.
Okay, guys.
Goodbye.
Hey, guy.